The Digicel Foundation has worked very hard over the years to assist many individuals and organizations. One of their latest ventures involves 3 Jamaican schools.
Upon receiving the order of Jamaica, Dennis O'Brien wanted to give a gift to Jamaica to show how grateful he was. And there is no question about the investments that Jamaicans have made to Digicel, and so Digicel Foundation wants to give back to its constituents, give back to its customers. And so the work that we did across these 3 schools, we are extremely proud of, and we're hoping that the students will see and believe that we are invested in them when they go to school. Massive investments were made to these 3 schools. One is a primary school, St. Michael's Primary, and 2 are high schools, Tivoli Gardens High School and Maud MacLeod. Now, we wanted to see what were the needs of the school, and we had to be very critical in our thought as what was the kind of investment we wanted to make. So when we looked at it all, we looked at the breadth of the issues and of course the range of the ages of the children. We wanted to look at critical areas like the curriculum, ensuring that all of the needs are being met where that is concerned. We also wanted to look at the physical infrastructure of the school. What is the teaching and learning experience like for both the students and the teachers, and to bring that quality to a much higher standard. And lastly, we wanted to look at the operational issues of the school. Schools take a great deal of expense on things like the electricity, and so we wanted to bring down some of those costs. So again, if we can pay less on the electricity bill, we can put more of those efforts and those resources into the teaching and learning for our children.
In addition to the repairs, the foundation distributed hundreds of tablets to each school so that the students could benefit. We took a visit to all 3 schools to get a glimpse at the work done thanks to the foundation. First stop, the Tivoli Gardens High School.
I'm Aldrich Durant, Principal, Tivoli Gardens High School. I want to say a big welcome to Digicel Foundation to our school, and indeed we are grateful for the contributions Digicel Foundation has made, and our school is a better place for having linked with and worked with Digicel over the past year. They have helped us with the playfield, the canteen, the greenhouse, the gazebo, and so much more. Come, let me show you. What you can see is a beautiful car park where our teachers can now park safely. It's fenced with a main gate, and only owners of cars are allowed to enter into this car park. We had a problem with safety and the security of our children. So we appealed to the foundation to assist us, and they have built for us this beautiful perimeter fencing which properly secure our property and prevent anyone from entering the compound without permission, and at the same time provide safety for all our students. Our well is 120 feet deep, and it provides water from below to water our playfield and to supply water for irrigation in our greenhouse and all the green areas that we operate in terms of agriculture. We do have a license to operate the well for the next 5 years. Welcome to our greenhouse. This is our mixing tank that will supply the fertilizer through the drip irrigation system that we have here to all the plants. So the bags generally become the anchorage for each plant that is planted. The school will be able to feed itself as a result of what will happen here. We will now plant the crops and then move them to our canteen to feed our children. And indeed, we're grateful to Digicel. They have spent heavily and they have given us this beautiful greenhouse. We had a problem with the storage of garbage. So the Digicel Foundation built this storage for us, in which we can place our receptacles on the inside, and we open the gate for the truck from the solid waste management to come in and to take up our garbage. And at the same time, our garbage will be away from the children. So we provide a safe and sanitary environment for them. Over there, you have one set of our solar panels, and the purpose of these is to provide electricity through the sun to the school, and in so doing reduce our cost of electricity. I can tell you so far, the cut or reduction is between 40 and 50% in our light bill. We have indeed seen the effects of having the panels. Welcome to our gazebo. Before Digicel Foundation, there was no dining area for our children to learn our social graces. But thanks to the foundation, they have built for us this beautiful gazebo, and our children can have their lunches here now and learn all the social graces, come together as a family and eat and drink together as brothers and sisters. Hello, Miss, how is the lunch today? Said our lunch is wonderful. So we can sit here and have lunch. Have you played Little Big City before?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you knew the game. What about Dragon Mania? First you're playing it. And do you think you're understanding it?
Yes, sir.
Another very important thing that Digicel has done for us is to help us to build a deli, expand our canteen offering. So we now offer nutritious meals, variety to our students. Not just the regular rice and peas, but we have the vegetarian dishes. You're inside our deli. So we have our popcorn machine, our juice machine, our slush machine. We have refrigerator here with just natural juices where we cut down the sugar content so that our students can have juices that are not riddled with sugar. Mrs. Bruce is number one when it comes to rice and peas. They have come along and they have done all this improvement for us, and we are indeed grateful for all that they have done, and we really appreciate it and look forward to a continuous relationship with Digicel. We want to grow together, and as Digicel expands, we want to expand also, because we too want to be extraordinary.
Coming up on Caring Hands.
The second school benefiting from the work of the Digicel Foundation, the St. Michael's Primary School.
Welcome to St. Michael's Primary New Office, all sponsored by the Digicel Foundation. I am very comfortable. I can now work immensely. I can do stuff that I didn't used to before because I get to concentrate more. See, we have a very good door, sturdy door. We have our AC that we didn't have. I mean, the floor is tile, so the whole ambience has improved and we are very comfortable. In the area out there, we have our secretary office, we should say, and she's also comfortable. There was a knock on the door, and two gentlemen came in along with Mr. Shaw, Gene Shaw from Digicel Foundation. He introduced me to the men. The men were two contractors, and he said to me that I'm going to need your school, or I have to put you out. I said, what? Yes, you're going to be doing some work here. I said, yes, but I remembered asking about the schoolyard and the bathrooms, what does that have to do with here? Then he started telling me all the different areas that could be done. Of course, you must know by now that news like that have me over the top. So I was all excited and ready to go. So we were here all of July and August. I was there toe to toe with them like one of the contractors. Behind them, up and down. Schoolyard was paved, lunchroom was fixed, canteen was done, the office, as you can see, was done. The children's bathroom, the sewer point was done with toilet bowls and new cisterns and doors, and we had oh Lord, the urinal, that was from ancient days, like 100 years ago. We had the urinals fixed, so now you can breathe comfortably down there. The classrooms before now, some of them weren't separated, and if they were even separated, the material was poor, and you could stay from over there the classroom and hear what is happening in that classroom. There were no doors. The passage, there weren't any passage. It was just a classroom and you walk through a class to go from either. And that was put in place. Each classroom now have 2 doors, right? They have new windows to keep out the dust. The classrooms were painted, the ceilings were fixed because we had some leakage. They fixed the ceilings, and right through comes all the classroom upstairs. Now are enclosed and can be locked. Teachers can leave their things in their cupboards. There's no fear of anything being touched or anything. This area that we're standing in is the newly renovated lunchroom. We had one before, but it was totally different. The children are comfortably seated each lunchtime. They sit according to grades. They sit with their teachers, so they are not left unattended to. Most times they are with their teachers, and of course, as you can see, when they are finished, the lunchroom is cleaned again and ready for the next day. So we really appreciate it. This is one of the best area for us so far. When this was done, we were excited because it was really, really refreshing, and the different styles. If you look at the boardwork, that was what I loved most of all. Yeah, so the children are, they are appreciative, they are happy because it's all for the kids, right? So they are very happy about it. And of course, I'm sure they enjoy the lunch even more to be in an area like this. Looking at that cistern that was there before, to me it looked like about 100 or more. And only about 2 of the pipes were working, and the pipes then pop off. So you can understand how it looked. And we have to do it, clean it off and the morass and whatever. So they hit down a part of it and they built back that one that is now the blue and red and white tile. And all the pipes are now working, so more children can access the pipe, to drink water and so forth. The tanks, one of those tanks were donated quite a while back by Mr. O'Brien from Digicel, and I didn't know that he would eventually be the person to donate the stands to hoist them on. So as you can see, our water storage, the capacity is now okay. We can service our children with water, serve them with water for quite a while. This is our new entrance, St. Michael's Primary new entrance that was created. All along here we had the brick wall. When persons were passing, they had no idea that a school was inside. It was just like a part of the prison. Now we requested an entrance, and the Digicel Foundation came on board in the project, and they knocked out all of this area. That a classroom was right there. That classroom was transformed into the driveway, as you can see. And now the children, parents, all pedestrians, they use this gate, right? And we still use the back gate sometimes for vehicular traffic. But this is our new entrance, so that persons can now know that our school, the oasis of Southside, exists. this project has outdone everything else. I must say thanks again to Digicel Foundation. What can we do for them? We know we don't have any money to repay material thing, but anything. We have dance group, we have children who can do, poems and so forth. Anything that is happening now, we can be a part to give back. I am very grateful, and I can't stop saying that. Can't stop.
Coming up on Caring Hands.
The third and final school to benefit from the Digicel Foundation's rehabilitation venture, the Maud MacLeod High School in Darlaston, Westmoreland.
I'm Avis Bailey Coleman, principal of Maud MacLeod High School in Darlaston, Westmoreland. I'm so honored to have Digicel Foundation partnering with our school. And Digicel have come in and they have done tremendous work to the school facilities, which we are very grateful of, because it has added value to our aesthetics and also making the teaching and learning very comfortable for the teachers and students. And the community, I sure know, will benefit greatly from this sponsorship. We did not have the funds, sufficient funds to do all the refurbishing. We had them in our school improvement plan to be done, but the funds, we have that constraint with funding for these projects. And we were very happy when we were told to make our proposal and send it in so that we could get the sponsorship for the different projects that we have ongoing. We had a temporary house for the security officers, and now we have a permanent home for the security officers where we have a concrete structure, and our security officers are now able to carry out their duties well, and they are able to be sheltered from the weather. This is our holding area for our students and our staff, where we have our general devotions and other school functions. And this area was refurbished by Digicel Foundation. It has added value to our aesthetics because it's at the front of the school. And now we have a very comfortable area for our children to be seated. This building is the first building for the school. It was built in 1976 and it was refurbished by Digicel Foundation. And now we have a very attractive foyer and classrooms, and the labs are refurbished and equipped. All these classrooms were refurbished, they were enclosed and repainted, and new whiteboards were put up in all classrooms. On this building, all the classrooms were enclosed, windows and doors were installed, and this helps for conducive teaching and learning, because before the students were distracted by other students working on the corridor. This is our tuck shop area, and Digicel Foundation has provided us with lunch benches so that our students can be comfortable seated for their lunches, and we are so grateful for this. Our teachers are very grateful to Digicel Foundation for equipping the staff room with desks and chairs, because we were woefully short on that, and they are very happy because each teacher has a desk and chair now. This walkway was refurbished by Digicel, and it was well needed because it shelters us from the rains during class time, and we are very grateful too for this. I've gotten small equipment and items for the various areas in the science program, and this will help our students to do very well in the exit examinations. It was well needed. We are so grateful to Digicel Foundation for giving us a shade house, and the shade house will be used by the Agriculture Department in order to generate funds for the department and the entire school, and I know that we will greatly benefit from this project. You're liking your new gadget, and I know this is going to enhance your learning. Digicel Foundation, all that you have done is awesome, and we highly appreciate what you have done. We surely will be the beacon of excellence. We are poised for greatness. Thank you.